I refuse to rush on this trip. I have to plan. So, we're starting with what am I wearing? Today's Friday. And the signing is tomorrow. I'm going to Toledo for the Romance Con at the Toledo Library. And so the first thing on the list is to figure out what I'm wearing to the actual signing. So the obvious choice would be to wear this shirt that says Mine to Claim on it, which is my first book. But that means I have to wear pants, which, wait, where are the pants I was gonna wear? Right here. Okay, which would normally be fine, except that I'm supposed to start my period today. Ew. So we need a second option. We need a dress option, just in case. I mean, those are pretty comfy pants. They have elastic, but just in case, I want a second option. Okay, it's gonna be one of these two options. I feel like this is so cute and it brings such a lively vibe. Cause it's raining. It's gonna snow on Sunday. I'm so mad about that. I'm so not ready. I know it's November. I should be ready. At least we didn't get any snow in October, right? But I'm just, oh, I don't want it. I wear this all the time. I feel like I should bring this so that I can like step out of my comfort zone. But I also feel like if I'm on my period, I want a safe option. We're driving. Why do I need to pick? Let's just take both. ¿Por qué no las dos? Okay? Yes, let's do that. I want to do something. There's the Toledo Zoo. We could get our feet done. My sister's coming with me as my assistant. We could get our feet done. Because Lord knows we're probably gonna need it after being on our feet all day. So I do want to bring another option. I'm gonna bring these corduroy pants from Old Navy, and then I'm gonna get a shirt from the other closet, so hold on. Okay, I think this is the shirt that I'm going to wear. I have to stand all the way back here so you can see it in good lighting. I have it tucked in because it is short. It's very short, and if I don't tuck it in, it tends to ride up. But yeah, that's weird anyway. I want it to hit right at my waist, so I might as well just tuck it in. And it's so weird, like, the way that your brain can fluctuate thoughts about your body. But I'm just like, screw it, dude. Like, whatever. This is... okay. The little flap. It doesn't matter. Like, I know in my head it looks cute, and then it's like, if the clothes make you feel comfortable, then also, like, you don't owe anyone cuteness. You don't even, I love the little dip in the back. I realized I turned around with, like, no telling you why I was turning. Anyway, I don't even owe myself cuteness. My body owes me nothing. Like, it already takes care of me the best way that it can. It doesn't owe me cuteness. And if my clothes are comfortable and they have good texture, which both of these do, which is what I need, especially when I'm going out of town and I don't have my entire closet as an option, then, like, that's what you need to wear. Like, I don't know. My brain is weird. But I tried on 2 other shirts before I tried this one on. And I didn't realize, hi, Pumpkin. I don't know if you heard of me as I'm gonna try on these dresses. Well, the green one I know for sure is comfortable, but I'm gonna try on the orange one just to be sure. And then I'll come back and give you an update. My one gripe is that you can see my bra strap. And I hate when my bra is showing. Oh, I hate. You can't see me. I'm clenching my dress. I hate when my bra is showing. I do not like my bra to be showing at all. So, and all of my bras are straight up and down like this. There's not, and I should own pins. It's like safety pins, so I can pin it to the bra and not do that. I should own pins, but I don't, so this is a no. Usually when I go to buy bras, I buy the exact same kind that I had before, unless that kind is sold out, and then I scramble and spend 2 hours finding a new type of bra, and then I only get that one until the cycle repeats itself. So that shows me that next time I get bras, I do need like to get a different kind instead of just getting the same one. But that's a problem for another day. I'm gonna pack my clothes, and then I'm gonna need to pack the books. So I will come back to you when it's time to do that, because I gotta sign a few. Here they are. Oh, you can't see them. Here they are. Hello. Hello again. So everything is just about packed up. That's Kalila D on YouTube. You should go subscribe. I just have these books to sign and pack up in this box. This is another box of books. This is table settings. This is art. So I'm gonna pack up this sign and pack up this last box of books, and then I am ready to, and change my clothes, because these are comfy clothes and it's cold outside. So after that, I'll be ready to go. But I feel like, I feel like I need to talk out my nerves. So I was gonna do that and sign at the same time, but that didn't work out. And so this is my second time filming this clip. So I am a little worried because so I have my books in Amazon and Ingram Sparks, and I have heard a lot of other authors say that when they order from Ingram Sparks, you're more likely to receive damaged books, and it's more likely that if you're gonna get damaged books from both Amazon and Ingram Sparks, it's more likely for you to get more books damaged from Ingram Sparks than Amazon. So I ordered mine from Amazon for the first signing that was here in Ferndale. I live in Detroit, and Ferndale's like right on the outskirts of Detroit. Anyway, so I ordered from Amazon, but it took like 7 or maybe 8 weeks to get here. And in my head, I said, okay, Whitney, you need to order more books for the next for the next signing to like 8 or 9 weeks beforehand. And I had a note in my calendar, and it just said order books. And I thought that I meant to order books to read instead of order books to sell. Like that's the only thing I can think of how I messed that up. But my point is, I didn't order the books when I was supposed to. So then when I remembered, I need to order books for the signing, it was too late. The books would have come next Tuesday. And I'm like, that's not gonna help me at all. So I am a little nervous because I only have 22 copies of A Weekend in Surrealis, and that was the book that sold more at the last signing. I think I only sold 10 copies of Mine to Claim, and I mean, of course I would love to sell out, but I at least need to cover my hotel fee, right? Would be the goal. Like the first goal is to at least break even. And if I don't sell a lot of Mine to Claim, and I don't have much of Weekend in Surrealis, hopefully I'll sell these anthologies. I didn't have them for sale at the last table, but I am worried that I'm not going to break even. And I'm also worried because if people read Mine to Claim, and obviously it was my best work at the time, and I was very proud of it when I published it, but also I knew that if I kept trying to make it better, I was never going to publish. I was going to give up on myself, and so I felt like my best choice was to publish what I had and keep moving, which has made me a better author. I have gotten better, but now that I've gotten better, I'm like, are people going to read Mine to Claim and then not want to read anything else because Mine to Claim was a debut book and, wasn't written with my best skills? If someone's going to read a book and then hate it and then never read anything at all, I'd rather them just not read that book. I'd rather them read something else that I've written. And so, yeah, I think actually that's what's making me the most nervous. And then also there's some political things happening in Toledo. There's some dangerous things happening in Toledo. Yeah. So I think I actually feel better. Like like my chest kind of like unwrenched itself a little bit just talking that out. But yeah, I think that everything happens for a reason and everything always works out for me. That is my mantra that I try to hold close. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna see what happens. And if I don't break even, okay, there's a lesson to be learned. There's a lesson to be learned in all of this. Whether I break even or I don't, or I sell out or I don't, there's a lesson to be learned in all of this. And a lot of this is trial and error. A lot of the entire authoring career is trial and error. It is a business and there are certain business moves that are smarter than others, but at the same time, it's also an art and you can't tell anyone how to be their artistic self. And so with that being said, there's different ways to do an art career and be happy, to do an art career and be successful, to do an art career and, you know, hopefully become full-time at some point. So it is what it is. I spoke it. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna sign these books and pack them. And then I have to go down to my granddad's house and make his dinner, make sure he's all good. And then by that time, my sister should be here and we're gonna pack up and leave. So let's do that.
Because it's Halloween. And he's like, he forgot that it was Halloween. And so he's like, why is there an angel just standing there? And why is she so pink? So he's like mad confused. And so
all right, it's Friday night. I am done editing for the night. So I asked earlier on Instagram, what should I read between these 3 books? And everyone voted for Live, Laugh, Lurk. So I've never read anything from Elsie Winters. This is actually like 2.5 in a series, but first of all, I don't own the other books in this series, but also like I mainly just grabbed this one because moth person, black woman or brown, not sure. So yeah, so I'm gonna read this and then gonna go to bed early tonight. All right, we're here. We made it to the library about 40 minutes late. Is that right? But that's all my fault because I wanted to make a TikTok. But we're about to pack up the wagon I just bought last night at Walmart and we're gonna go in there. And I'm really more so nervous. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm real nervous, but I am a little excited. When I get in there and like get everything settled, I'll be more excited. Yee! All right, so we are set up here. Here's the table. I thought I was gonna talk about like what are the things that a new author needs at a signing. So here we go. So obviously you need your books, right? But sometimes people like to walk up and just look for themselves without talking to you. So a sign with maybe like what your book is about, or at least like the tropes, is really helpful. You're going to need signage for pricing. You're going to need markers, obviously. This is a scrapbook. I want to have my readers sign it, so that's why that's there, but you're going to need markers. If you have art, definitely bring it because people love art. And then you're also going to need a way for them to pay you. Other than that, everything else is kind of optional. I have this table cloth is 2 pieces somehow. I ordered it and didn't open it and looked to make sure that it fits. So note for you, new authors, make sure your table is going to fit your tablecloth is going to fit the length of the table. And one day I would like to have these like signage things one day, but that's also not necessary. Usually people will give you a little place card. So other than that, we're ready to go.
And with Levon, author of Mind to Flame, a weekend in Sorales.
Take that one. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay. So the first book that I wrote is Mind to Claim, and it is very like abrupt. So I think in like the next stories I we're still learning, and I'm still learning now. Learn to like, even if there is that mating bond there, like you still want to create an emotional bond. And so I think that that's my main thing is like once that's there, that they've connected emotionally, it's a lot easier to accept everything else. Doing good? Are you interested in paranormal romance? Yeah. It's okay. A little bit? Can I interest you in a standalone thing? So where it's very short, it's low stakes, it's kind of cozy fantasy vibes.
Good morning. I woke up at 8:28 and was like, ooh, I feel so relaxed. Like, ooh, yesterday was exciting, but it was a little tiring, and I slept so good. Let me get on my camera and update the vlog. And you know, of course, if you're vlogging, you care about natural light. So I go to open the window in the hotel room. I hate living in Michigan. Mind you, we're in Ohio, but same thing. I hate living in the Midwest. I want to go back to Orlando so bad. Oh my God, it's snowing. And we had to drive in this today. Oh my God. So, I'm no longer in the mood to talk about how awesome yesterday was because I just keep looking out there at that. Yeah. No thanks. So I will get back to you on that, but we're gonna eat breakfast. We had planned on like as soon as we get up this morning, we're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna leave. So I'm gonna try to stick to that as much as I can so Tiffany can get home. But yeah, I'll update you when I get back home.
They were walking behind me in the class, and they were just telling an insane story of just like how high they were. And the
Aww, that's the second compliment you've gotten on your sweatshirt.
I told her, I was like, yeah, I have 2 of every hoodie. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I have 2 blue hoodies, and I have 2 of the dark blue hoodies, and then I have 2 black hoodies.
Top of the day, because I actually have real clothes on. Drink is water bottle. Although we hate plastic, but you do what you can. Outfit is books are so groovy. And this shirt is brought to you by my friend Leah, and my corduroy pants
and a Lands End jacket because it's snowing outside. And then I'm going to be reading this book, audiobook, on the drive home. Okay, let's go. Car is packed, gas is gotten, let's go home. Did I do it? Yeah, hold on, let me get you set up. But I'm home, yay. And I want to talk about overall thoughts of the event. And I also want to show you what I got. So hold on. Okay, so overall thoughts. First of all, I was so happy to meet people. I saw someone who I also saw at band this book fest last month. So that was really cool, like getting to recognize a reader. Speaking of readers, so I'm gonna like make this all cute and stuff. This is the picture Tiffany and I took there, and then look at all the readers who signed my book. But that was fun. And then Meg was there and Aaron was there. Aaron was there for the panel, and they told me like ahead of time what question they were gonna ask for the audience question. I really appreciate that. If Aaron, if you're watching, appreciate you, babe. But the panel went really well. The mics didn't work, so it was a little awkward, but honestly, it kind of like broke the tension. And then I feel like it felt more like a conversation instead of a panel, so that actually helped. I felt like the aisles were really wide, and that was great for accessibility. I didn't get a chance to go out to the taco cart. Or the taco truck, I mean. But they had pizza for us, so that worked out really well. And I didn't sell out, but I did sell out of the 10th Muse specifically, so that was cool. Like, more people reading sapphic anthologies. But I didn't sell out, but that's okay. I did really well. I feel like I did well on a personal level, on like an individual marketing level of like getting out there and like talking to people and bringing people to your table. Like, even if that didn't result in a purchase, I feel like I did better, like for like what I hold myself responsible for, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like not just, oh, well, if people ask me, like, no, like I stood up most of the time. I was, you know, saying good morning to people. I was asking them questions, you know, like, are you interested in paranormal? Well, I think you heard that in the clip earlier, but yeah, just like being more, not necessarily, I hope it didn't come off aggressive, but just not being passive, the opposite of passive. Assertive? I don't know. I feel like I did better about that. Tiffany was a great, Tiffany, if you're watching, shout out to you. Tiffany was a great assistant. We got we did 4 TikToks in a day, and we meant to do one more, but we forgot about it and started like tearing down the table, and then we were halfway done and we were like, oh, we didn't do that TikTok. I was like, too late now. I don't care. I'm ready to go home. We had also planned on doing fun things like in the evening times, Friday evening and Saturday evening, but it was cold, it was dark, and there's some things happening in Toledo right now where we were like, no, let's just get our food and go home. So we had Taco Bell. I don't think I filmed at all Saturday night, so we had Taco Bell. And then Tiffany, I don't read a lot of like suspense, thriller. I don't know. I feel like I can't really say suspense because like fantasy books are suspenseful, but I don't really read thriller, and certainly not horror. And there's a lot of dark romance that I enjoy, and there's a lot of dark romance I can't read. So anyway, all that to say, Tiffany was reading this dark romance thriller, and she was telling me all about the book, and I was just laughing. We had a good time Saturday night. It's just that I woke up Sunday and saw that snow, and immediately my mood plummeted. I'm not ready. But I listened to Next to You. Is that what the book is called? On my way home, I got to chapter 4, and chapter 4, like the road was getting a little crazy, so I realized like halfway through I was like, wait, I'm still thinking about chapter 3, so I had to pause it and turn something else on. But up to the end of chapter 3, really great book so far, and I think this is gonna be excuse me. I think this is going to be my last book for the year for challenges. I'm going to do this book, and that would be 6 books for the diversity challenge and 6 books for the sapphic challenge. And then I will try to finish both of the challenges next year. So yeah. I can talk about that at another time. That's not important for right now. I'm trying to think any other things about the event. Like, it looked like, from a reader standpoint, it looked pretty freaking awesome. I didn't even know that CM Niscosta was gonna be there. How did I miss that? I don't know. But it seemed like there was a big event. Let me see if it's in here. By the way, isn't this so cute? I'm gonna put this in my scrapbook thing that I just showed you. Yeah, Christina Lauren was there. I knew they were gonna be there. Oh, and it says right here, featured authors, CM Niscosta, and I just missed it. I didn't get to meet Nikki Payne. Oh my gosh, that's right. Chip Pons was here, Susan Lee. I saw none of them, but it seemed like it was a great time for readers. There was like a little table where you could make your own pins. It seemed really cool. So anyway, I wanted to show you like the books I got, but also at the table, why is this one hair? I'm telling you, curls, man. At my table, they left this tote bag. I'll show you the tote bag too, but it has this mug in it, and I collect mugs. So that was really sweet, really special. And then, hold on, let me show you the tote bag. Isn't this so cute? Lookish. Very simple. So, that was wonderful. And then okay, so across the way from me was Harmony Sharp. So I picked up Ruined. Harmony seemed like a very nice person. We were chatting throughout the day. She just seemed so sweet. So I was like, let me grab a book. And then I had to get books from my other like co-panelists, I guess. So from Sabrina, I don't know what that word is. Sabrina Cross, I got Corny and Trog Trouble. So she writes a lot of sentient romance, so that's the both of these. And then from Luna Cantrip, I got Bigfoot Boss, and then I got My Date with a Mountain. And then from Lena, I got How Not to Date a Demon. Yay. And then, I think I put it on the screen, but this was such a cute book. I didn't show that I finished it, but it was such a cute book. I absolutely adored Live, Laugh, Lurk, and now I'm like, I want to read everything that Elsie Winters has written. So that was a fantastic choice. If you voted for this book in the Instagram poll, thank you so much. That was fantastic. I loved this. So yeah, that is about everything, I think. So I hope this was a fun video to watch. If you are a new or newer author and you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or DM me on Instagram. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. And this is the end. Bye.